Heartsmith here. Welcome to another video at the Heart of the Witch's Path channel here on YouTube. I thought I'd bring you a video today to share with you a little project that I'm working on, and I'm kind of excited about it, and it's a little bit of organizing and it's a little bit of upcycling or recycling, depending on how you want to look at it. So let's dig in and see what we got going on, okay? So it was brought to my attention, mostly because things were falling down at me, that my herb stash that I use for spell work and things like that was getting a little out of hand and getting a little crazy. So I had to do something about it. So I did some thinking. And normally I keep my herbs in a really cool basket, but it's only about so deep. And when it starts to overflow and fall down on your face, when you pull it out of the closet to get an herb that you need, you know you got to do something about it. You know what I'm saying? So I took a look at things and I came to a realization. I had some things around my house that I could use for this organizational project that were recycling in a sense. So I thought what I would do is kind of share with you where I'm at in the project right now. And if you're interested to see the finished project once it's done, go ahead and let me know in the comments and I'll know that, people are interested and I can show you the finished result. Right now, I'll just kind of share what I'm using to store the herbs in now. I've seen some people on YouTube that have some really awesome herb setups in their witchy spaces, their, working rooms, whatever you want to call it. A lot of people are using glass jars, glass canisters, and that's kind of where I wanted to go. But I'm not so picky about things that everything needs to match. And so I really like what I've got going on so far. And I can't wait to see how this project turns out. So the first thing that I thought I would share that's kind of an upcycle is, of course, you have glass jars. These things, you can get them anywhere. You can get them at Joann's, you can get them at your grocery store. And especially now that we're into fall and people are doing canning, they're even around more. So this one, I don't know if this is like an antique or not. I think it was one that I'd gotten something in from my mom, but it's an actual ball jar and it's raised up. The glass is actually raised up. And so, I thought it was really pretty and wanted to use it for this project. So we've got elderberries in here, and I bet you're kind of like, well, Helen, how do you know what's in the jar? There's nothing here. Well, I have some really neat little sticker labels that I was able to, this is kind of like a flag shape. You can't see it because these herbs are kind of actually dark, but I wrote with a silver marker, elderberry, and I put the year when they were purchased. No, these are not the ones that I bought from the farmer's market and dried myself. These are ones that I had ordered from an online supplier, knowing that I wanted to make that syrup before I actually found the elderberries at the farmer's market. So I'm going to keep them separate. but I bought them this year. So that's what I'm kind of using for that. So that's one way of recycling a jar, for this kind of a purpose. Another item that I started using is, who hasn't purchased a candle in this really awesome style glass jar? You've got the plastic ring around it so it's nice and airtight. And then wondered, well, what am I going to do with that afterwards? Yeah, you can make a candle. It's easy enough to buy the wax and the wicks and all that kind of stuff and make yourself a new candle. And that's upcycling too. So that's a big thumbs up. But I had a couple of these laying around and I was like, I've got some herbs that I have some larger quantities of that this would work really well for. So again, silver marker, yarrow, bought this year. And I also found these labels. You know, Samhain, Halloween, it's the perfect time to find all kinds of really cute witchy type stuff. I found at Joann's a package of these. They're intended for wine bottles. They're labels that you can put on wine bottles. And of course, this one says Toxic Tonic. But I got a package that had 15 of these labels in it. And these are heavy duty. They're very cardstock thickness. So they're very durable. As a matter of fact, they didn't want to, they're like a sticker. It didn't want to stay adhered to this jar. I had to actually take some tape on the sides to get it to stick down. But 15 in a package for right around $5, I think it was. And that stuff was on sale. And as a matter of fact, Joann's right now, anything that's left is 60% off. Go get you some. And there was all different sizes too. And so I thought, well, that would be a fun way to kind of dress up these plainer jars so that they went along with my witchy room and things. There you go. So there's that one. And then, of course, those candles, jar candles come in a lot of different sizes. So this guy right here, I got at the dollar store. And I've been using a lot of these lately on my altars for my Witchcraft 4 studies this year with Christopher Penzak's Mystery School. And so I've got a lot of these going on. And so here we have some Blessed Thistle. And there's that. So again, you're recycling. You could put them in the recycler because these are clear glass, but this works just, this is cool too. Now, so those are some recycling options. Another container that I've kind of gotten involved into this little project are glass jars, glass bottles that I've purchased in, you know, Samhain seasons gone by that, like this one here. How cute is this? Can you see? Spider venom. I mean, who hasn't seen these kind of jars at your Michael's or your Joann's and thought, oh, they're so cool. Bought them and then was like, what am I going to do with them? Well, I use this one now to house comfrey. And a lot of them are either going to be a cork top, or this one was like that candle that has that plastic ring that's going to keep it nice and tight. And that's what you want for your herbs, is you want something that's a tight seal, you know, to keep any dust or whatever from getting in there. And so I had quite a few of these, you know, lizard legs or something like that, that I brought into this project along with this one. And another thing that I actually purchased this year, I couldn't help it. And I knew that I was going to work on this project, so I bought it with it in mind. How cute is this? Witch Hazel Poison, a beautiful silver type lid that's aged, and the witch's hat with the little buckle. How cute is that? And again, it's just like those candle jars. This was empty when I purchased it, but large quantity herb. It looks cool. It's going to go really well with my room. So that was another one. Another thing that I bought was at Michael's. If you're a Michael's shopper, then you know that they've got those bins of things that are in the front of the store. You can get note cards and pens and all kinds of stuff. They used to be $1, but now they're like $1.50. Still a really good deal. Well, I found these jars at the front of the store. They've got the little chalkboard labels that are painted on the front. It has one of those lever lock seals with the rubber ring. So again, it's going to help keep things fresh. And if you wanted to, you could use chalk and you could write on the front of your jar. I wasn't sure whether I wanted to do that because my penmanship is not the greatest. And so I didn't know if I wanted to do that. Plus the chalk, it can wear off and things like that. So I just, again, the label on the back, and it works just as well. And if I use up this lungwort and want to put something else in it, it's easy enough to peel that sticker off and put a new one on. But I thought with the front, I've got those labels the wine bottle labels. There are some that are small enough that I could put on here and decorate, or there are other stickers available. But for $1.50, I bought 4 or 5 of these, and that's a really good size. And so they had the square ones, but they also had this round shaped one, a little bit different label size, but it's round, and I'm not really sure how much in either of these hold, but this was a pretty big size container of lungwort. And these are whole cloves in here. And these were from 2 separate containers that I had. So I would say that, there at least a cup would fit in this. And this one, I would imagine probably more like a cup and a half, maybe. I don't know for sure. If you're interested, I can check at some point. Let me know. But, so that's the project as I am right now. I still have more herbs that need containers, and I'm not sure if I'm actually going to put all of my herbs in containers because I still have the basket. I just want to keep things, organized a little bit better. And for those of you who don't know, I live in a pretty small house with my Muggle roommate, and so we try to be creative with organization, but space is at a premium here. So I can't necessarily do everything. But I'm excited about where I'm at so far, and it's a project in progress. So like I said, if you're interested to see where this project ends, then please comment below so that I know to do that kind of a video. And thank you for watching. I'm going to try to do more of these videos, and I hope you're enjoying the podcasts. Please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And until next time, thank you for taking the time to walk a little while on my path with me. And until I see you again, blessed be.